Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain just a whole lot more, 'cause I got them deep river blues. Let the rain drive right on, let the wind sweep along, 'cause I got them deep river blues. How's it going? Playing a little Deep River blues, sort of. Kind of working on this this area. It's a little tricky for me. So one of my weaknesses in finger picking is when I'm going. I can do that just fine on its own, but as soon as I have the bass note, I can't go as fast. Yeah, let the rain. Oh, let me see. What lyrics again? I have the songwriting lyrics. Yeah. I've mostly memorized. Sometimes I need to look at them. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain, let it pour, let it rain just a whole lot more, 'cause I got them deep river blues. Yeah, so I'm kind of working on this song a little bit. I want to kind of work on my vocals with it. It's a really good exercise to learn how to sing and play this song. It's a little bit of a challenge. So Doc Watson, he was the master. Yeah. So how y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah. We got a huge snowstorm yesterday, and it's already melting. Next week it's gonna be like summer. Crazy. Travis picking, I'm good. That I'm good, but it's just like these other things. I'm working on also Cannonball Rag from the great Merle Travis. That's tricky. How does it go? Oh man, I have Deep River Blues in my head. I need to work on. I need you there. I need to work on the. So yeah. Before I saw Cannonball Rag. I heard it, a few years back. I'm like, that's cool, but never really had an interest in learning it. But there's some really cool finger style, and I've been getting into this thumb pick lately. I've been using it over the years, but never really got to sound good. What's nice, again, yeah, working on it. I think I almost got that. Anyways, you get the idea. So yeah, this thing, it's cool. I really like my nails. I'm so much more comfortable with my nails. But the thumb pick, the really cool thing, there are two really cool things about the thumb pick. Is that you can mute the bass notes. So get that chunky bass line going, which is very helpful. And it's really difficult to do it just with a thumbnail. Like, you have to kind of get your hand in a weird position, and it's no longer comfortable. So this I'm totally good with. Thumb pick, yeah, working on. Yeah, I want to talk about like guitar sound. If you're playing guitar, you probably have a few guitars, or maybe a couple guitars, or maybe just one, and you're thinking, man, my guitar doesn't sound really good. And I have a couple suggestions on how to make your guitar sound a little bit better. First and foremost, I know you probably have heard this a lot, but working on your technique is the number one thing you can do to make your guitar sound better. It's like, well, what are you talking about? My guitar just sounds the way it is. It's not true. People who are beginners play the same guitar as someone who's been playing for a long time and know the pieces, and the guitar sounds totally different. Totally. I mean, it sounds different. It's crazy. There's more resonance, there's more bass, there's more sound happening out of the guitar. And it's wild. It's really crazy. So, you can play, like somebody who's been playing a long time and knows pieces really, really well, can play a crappy little, like $200, $100, whatever, Recording King or whatever, great guitars for $200, for $100, and make them sound amazing because the performance is great. So that's first and foremost. Work on your technique. Just work on getting, what does that mean? So that means learning the pieces so well that you're not even thinking about them. You can just play. Like Blackbird. You can just play it. Not even thinking about it. The next thing you can try are different strings. So this guitar, this is a Martin Authentic. And when I first got this guitar, I hated it. I really didn't like it. It had 13s on it, so medium gauge acoustic strings. And it was really tight. It just didn't feel comfortable. And then I slapped some lights on them, and it was a different guitar. Totally comfortable to play. Sounded better to me. It was more rich in tone. The heavy gauge strings it made it sound stale, and I just didn't like it. And so try using different gauge strings on your acoustic guitar. It can really make a big difference. And if something feels better, you're going to play it better, and then it's going to sound better just from that. So that's first suggestion. The strings that I use are these Martin lights. I've been using these for years. I've tried so many different string manufacturers, and I keep coming back to these. They're cheap. They're like $6, $5 a pack. First thing I really like about them. Second thing is they just always sound good. They sound great. They're not coated, nothing. I don't like coated strings. Not coated, nothing. So try just different gauge strings. Try these strings. They're pretty good. I'm not endorsed by them, so free advertising for them. Try different picks. So I have an arsenal of picks here. Ooh. Try not to spill all of these. So yeah, tons of picks. These I got for free from this guitar pick company that for some reason I tried to contact them again and they never got back to me. But they sent me all these picks and it's cool. Janacek picks, they're in, where are they? Eastern Europe. I forget exactly where they are again. Yeah. But the point is, You have, let's see here, you have like really floppy picks. So that can give you that compared to the other end of the extreme, something really thick. And then you have these nylon picks. I like these Dunlop nylon picks. They're just the simple, yeah, there you go. Dunlop nylon, 0.73. Try playing it on the side instead of with the point down. You can try also holding it closer to the edge so you get more pick sound. So you hear more of the pick. It's just a different sound. So yeah, just experiment with different picks. And you can also, another thing you can try is changing out the nut on your guitar. If your nut is kind of not cut right, or if it's just kind of not a good material, try changing out the nut to a bone, or from a bone to a plastic nut. But usually bone is a little bit better. You get more sustain and more resonance. The nut really makes a difference. And same thing with the bridge. Change out this thing. That can make a big difference. What else? So for thumb picks, I use these Golden Gate thumb picks, mainly because I think they're really comfortable for me. They don't squeeze my finger. I have one of these. I have one from Blue Chip. I don't find it to be all that comfortable. It's okay. It kind of pinches my thumb. I know I can kind of. I like the sound of it. So the Blue Chip again. Yeah, you get a little bit more attack on that one versus. Even though I still like the Golden Gate a little bit better. And I have these other ones. I have these Fred Kelly picks, these fast thumb picks. Again, you need to try for yourself what's more comfortable. I don't like these because you can't really play single notes all that well with these. Not great. Yeah. So picks, lots of picks to choose from. Just experiment with that. Strings, the nut. Try different tuners. That can make a little bit of a difference. And if all else fails, if you're a pretty good guitar player and you're just not happy with the sound of your guitar, you need to maybe try other guitars. I ran into that issue a long time ago. I had one acoustic guitar, and I was trying to get the sound off of Johnny Cash records. I'm like, gosh, that's such a great sound. How do I get that sound? I have an acoustic guitar. Why doesn't it sound like that? And I then realized, oh, he's playing like a J50, a Gibson, like a vintage J50. I'm like, oh, okay. And then, well, I didn't realize what that meant at the time until I actually played a vintage J50. And I was like, oh, okay, I got it. Because like, I found, this is a vintage J50 from 1965. It's a song right there. I had the bridge, a new bridge made because it was cracked. and it just opened up. Man, if your bridge isn't glued properly on your guitar, it's not going to translate the string energy to your top. And so you're not going to get the full sound. So that's really, really important. So if you see your bridge lifting up a little bit in the back, that can also be a problem and make your guitar not sound to its full potential. But yeah, these guitars are great because you can still find them for relatively cheap. Like cheap, it's not cheap. It's like maybe a few grand for a J50 from the 60s. I highly recommend picking one of these up. This was in kind of bad shape. Well, the bridge was in bad shape from the beginning, and then it finally cracked and I had to fix it. But it was great. It was one of these closet guitars that was in the closet for decades. Was played a lot at one point and then just kind of left alone. So I had it also refretted, but the rest is original so far as I know. These are such great guitars. A friend of mine has one of these from the 30s. It sounds absolutely glorious. Yeah. So vintage guitars, you have to know what you're buying. I didn't know what I was doing, and I got lucky with this one. I got it years and years and years ago for, I think it was $1,800. And it's just great. It's just a songwriter guitar. The neck is a little bit narrow, so it's not totally comfortable for everything. So, but it's all about the sound. J50, yes. Anyways, so that's just a little bit on, I should do a separate video on all the guitars I have and why I have different guitars for certain things. But this was just to kind of show you a little bit about things you can do to change the sound on your own guitar without having to spend too much money, without having to buy a new guitar. But so, what do we learn? First thing, work on your technique. That's a number one most important thing. The other thing is make sure your guitar is comfortable. The strings aren't too far up, too high up. Make sure the neck is comfortable. And that you can find a cheapy guitar that's comfortable to play. Seriously. Find something comfortable. It doesn't have to sound amazing. It's just comfortable to play. That's number one most important thing. Make sure the body's not too big for you. The neck is super comfy. And work on your technique. And you should be good to go. You should be, it'll get better. Anyways, hope you have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you on the next one.